Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm back. It's been 2 weeks since I've posted a video. I apologize for that. I have been going through some tough times recently. I'm not going to go into it on here, but you'll know if you follow me on Twitter. But the important thing is I am here and I am back and I'm ready to go, ready to get back into doing what I love best and doing what I'm best at, which is this, making YouTube videos, sitting here with you guys, chatting to you. And I'm excited for the next few weeks of getting back into my regular schedule of posting stuff. Every Wednesday and Saturday I'll be posting videos, so let's do it. As many of you will remember, back in December, I came out of a long-term relationship. I'd been with my partner for about 20 months, I think. I shared some of our relationship on my YouTube channel and I told you guys when I broke up. And you know, we had a great time, it was awesome, and I really appreciate the time that we had together. But since then, I've been single and I feel like I'm in a really good place right now. Like, I'm really enjoying being single. And yeah, I've seen some guys since, I've dated some people, I've had some flings, all of which have been awesome, but nothing really that serious. So I kind of wanted to share with you guys my advice on how to survive being single and how you can still be happy whilst being forever alone. So here is my advice on how to survive being single. I know I'm not just talking about posting shirtless pics on Instagram, I might have done that, or using Facetune to make your Tinder profile picture more attractive. No, I'm talking about the real stuff. Like, I'm gonna give you some proper advice right here. This is gonna be legit. We're gonna have a DMC. This is gonna be deep and meaningful conversation. Yeah, I just said that. But yeah. Are you ready for this? Let's do it. You're gonna like it. Good, cool. Number 1, enjoy the freedom. You're on your own, you have no ties to anyone, you can do whatever the hell you want, whenever you want. Yes, there are pros and cons to both sides of being single and being in a relationship, but when you're in a relationship, you are tied to someone. You have to think about their feelings, you have to think about what they want, and you can't just go and do anything because you have a tie to this person. I'm now very comfortable being on my own, and I've learned to be in my own company and enjoy that, and not need someone else to be there to, you know, to be happy. And when you can get to that good place of just being on your own and enjoying that, then you'll realize that the world is your oyster. And prepare yourselves, because I'm probably gonna keep saying that in this video, but it's true. Like, there's nothing holding you back. There's nothing tying you down. Of course, you'll go through waves of, you know, you crave attention from someone, or you crave even simple things like cuddling someone or being intimate with them. But you can satisfy those needs without having to be in a long-term relationship. You can go and have some flings and go on some dates and stuff, and hopefully that might be enough. So enjoy the freedom and realize that the world is your oyster. There we go, I said it once again. Number 2, don't give a shit about what other people think. This is quite a hard one to really kind of get to grips with, and it's something that I've struggled with a little bit myself, but I'm definitely getting better at. But you really should just not give a shit what other people think. When you like someone, just go and tell them. It's a lot more efficient and easy, and life's easier if you just go tell them. What's the worst that can happen? They might not like you back and they might turn you down and reject you, but that just means that, you know, you've done that. You can get over it, you can go move on and find the next person. You kind of just got to be confident and just go for it, just go do it. And that is easier said than done, I must admit, but you know, even if you are struggling with that confidence, you can just fake being confident. Just pretend to yourself that you are confident, and trust me, if you just go for it and do it, soon enough you'll become that confidence that you were faking, and it will be real. Like, that's the weird thing about confidence, is you can just fake it until you make it. So trust me, if you have a bit of confidence, you don't give a shit about what people think, life being single is a lot easier, and as I say, you will save time, it's more efficient, and it's just a lot better. Number 3, download some dating apps. Thank God for dating apps. What did people do before dating apps? I kind of feel bad and guilty for previous generations. Like, all that they knew were people that they could sort of see physically and go talk to physically. And that is so limiting. If you think about it, like, you go to a bar, if there's 100 people in there, half of them won't be the right gender, a bunch of them will be in relationships, most of them probably won't be that attractive to you, won't be your type, a lot of them will be boring, and that cuts things down to such a small number of people that you could potentially be with. For example, I live in London, I'm only ever really gonna meet people that live in London if I don't sort of use the internet. But, oh my goodness, we have the internet. The internet is incredible, as you guys know, but it like connects us to the entire world. Dating apps, there's millions of people, billions of people on dating apps, all at your fingertips. That said, I don't think you should sort of rely purely on them. It is a lot easier, and it's a lot easier to talk to people on dating apps because you don't, again, have that, you know, awkwardness or worry of them saying no, because if they do, you just move on to the next person a little bit easier than in real life. But I do think with dating apps, it is a lot easier to find the right person and to find the one, or, you know, the few that you're really interested in. Personally, I like Tinder. I don't use it that much, but I do think there's just so many more people on it than all the other apps that's like basically just the one that I use. And some of the others are pretty sleazy and gross. So yeah, Tinder. Also, I stalk a lot of people on Instagram and then message them. Probably shouldn't tell you that. So yeah, by all means, go out to some bars and like parties and find people that way. But if it doesn't work out, dating apps are a next best thing. Number 4, spend time improving yourself. Let's be honest, when you're in a relationship, it's very easy to get complacent and kind of just give up on yourself. Apparently you're statistically more likely to gain weight and get fat when you're in a relationship than when you're single. Why? Because you kind of just give up. It's like you don't need to try hard anymore. You don't need to worry so much about your appearance because you're with someone and you kind of got that guaranteed. You know they're going to be there at the end of the day. But when you're single, you do have to try hard and you do have to make more of an effort. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. Like, we all want to be the best versions of ourselves, right? And when you're single, there's just a lot more motivation to do that than when you're in a relationship, when you just might want to give up and just eat all the pies. So yeah, use the extra motivation of trying to find someone and use that as a good thing and see it as a positive thing and work to improve yourself and be the best version of yourself. Number 5, spend more time traveling on a whim. You're single, you have no ties, you can just do whatever you want, go wherever you want, go with anyone you want, and you don't have to worry about someone else. Like, for me, I love traveling, so this is a big thing for me. To just be able to decide tomorrow that I want to go to Spain, that's awesome. I mean, yeah, I might have other ties like work and family and stuff, but it's a lot easier when there's not someone else there to worry about. And I've got a lot of trips planned this year, and I don't think I would be able to do that or go on as many of them if I was in a relationship. Of course, not every relationship is the same, and some people might not care as much if you are spending a lot of time away, but I think for the most part, you wouldn't want to spend as much time away when you are in a relationship. But let's be honest, it is a lot easier to just go traveling and make plans on a whim when you're single. Number 6, enjoy flirting without any worries. Oh my gosh, flirting is fun. I love flirting, especially like parties and stuff when everyone's had a few drinks and it's a bit easier. But that's something, you can't do when you're in a relationship, obviously. When you are with a partner, you usually have to kind of put walls up and just ignore that and forget about it. But when you're single, you can do whatever you want and you can act on that and you can just enjoy it. Number 7, I think this is a common theme, but basically do whatever the fuck you want because there's no one else like around. It's just you and you can make all the decisions. You don't have to worry about anyone. I think that's the biggest recurring theme for this video is you really can just do whatever the fuck you want. And it's awesome, just make the most of it. Look, I have nothing against relationships. I really enjoyed my relationship when I was in one, but I just do think that when you're young, you need to make the most of being young, and it's a lot easier to do that when you are single. Now, if you are in a relationship, don't kill me, like don't hate me. Of course, there are benefits to that as well, and it's awesome that you can go back to the same person every day and know that they're there and know that they'll want to like be with you and cuddle with you, and that is lovely. But for me right now, I'm just loving the single life, and I just kind of wanted to share some of my tips and advice for if you are struggling with being single and you are worried about that, how you can just make the most of it and enjoy yourself a bit more. We are all hopefully going to live quite a long time unless Donald Trump becomes president. So I just think it is not about settling too early when we have the rest of our lives to do that and worry about that. When you're in your teens and 20s, that should just not be anywhere near the front of your mind. Of course, you should experiment with relationships, and it's a great way of learning from experiences as well, so that when you do settle in later life, that you have something to go on and you know what works and what doesn't. I guess I'm just saying don't get sucked into it too early and get into anything serious too early is like just what I think. It's my advice, but I could be wrong. Who knows? I hope you have found this useful and interesting and that I haven't just picked fights with all the couples and people in relationships out there. Hopefully this will just give you a nice new perspective on things. I look forward to hearing what you think down in the comments below. Also, give me a number between 1 and 10 on how much you agree. Maybe I'm just in my own deluded world. Who knows? Hope you guys enjoyed this video though. Do go follow me on Twitter and Snapchat and all the other websites. Links are down below in the description. But otherwise, that's all from me. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again on Saturday. Bye.